I'm Jay Ungar.
And I'm Molly Mason. We've been composing, recording, and performing music together for more than 40 years.
We also work with the amazing folks at the Ashokan Center in the Catskill Mountains of New York, where we host music and dance camps for adults and families, outdoor and environmental education programs for schools, and much more.
The American Folklife Center at the Library of Congress has invited us to perform in their 2020 Homegrown at-Home concert series. So, instead of being in Washington, D.C., we're coming to you today from our living room right here in West Hurley, New York.
The American Folklife Center is releasing a concert each Wednesday through September 30th at noon Eastern Time. And each artist is going to be there live in the chat, so you can interact, ask questions, say hi, come visit us.
After each concert is released, you can find the video along with many others on the library website and YouTube channel.
Now for some music. Here's one of my favorite fiddle tunes. It's called The Ways of the World. I learned it from a field recording by Alan and Elizabeth Lomax of the great Kentucky fiddler William Stepp, Bill Stepp, recorded in Saylorsville, Kentucky in 1937. He recorded it possibly in the open G tuning, DGDG, but I moved it up to A-E-A-E. Let's try it. Yeah. Love that tune.
Great tune. This is a song that I learned when I was a little kid. My dad used to play it on the mandolin and sing it. And when I found out that we were going to be doing it for this recording, I actually called him up a few days ago, told him about it. And at 92 years of old, he sang me 2 verses from this great song we're about to do?
It's The Wreck of the Old 97, based on a true story. But we've added a little more truth to it.
Yeah. Has a surprise ending.
1, 2, 3. Well, they gave him his orders in Monroe, Virginia, saying, Steve, you're way behind time. This is not 38, it's the old 97. You must put her into Spencer on time. And now it turned around. He said to his fireman, shovel in a little more coal. 'Cause when we reach the top of the White Oak Mountain, you'll see old 97 Road. Pick 'em, Molly. They were headed down the track to a 90 miles an hour when the whistle broke into a scream. He was found in a wreck with his hand on the throttle, scalded to death by the steam. Now this song always ends with a word for the ladies. From this time now and learn, never speak harsh words to your true loving husband. He may leave you and never return. But there is another message in this hard-working song, in this tragic tale of woe. If you value your life and your friends and your families, there are times that you have to say no. And there's more to the story of old 97. The cargo it had inside, they were hauling a crate full of yellow canaries, destined for the dark coal mines. Yes, this dreadful train wreck caused death and destruction. It's a well-known tragedy, but it brightened the fate of those captive canaries. That crate broke, they all flew free. So if you've ever been down to old Danville, Virginia, there's a story you may have heard. There are folks who have seen in the trees around that city descendants of those bright yellow birds. We're going to play a tune that we wrote together long ago. When was that, Mom?
1985.
Yeah, that's a while back.
Yeah.
And it's one that was just our private tune for a long time. Then we played it for friends one night and they liked it. People danced to it and it became the title track of our album of romantic tunes and songs, The Lovers Waltz. Here it is. this wonderful old cowboy song, Old Paint. We listened to so many different versions of it. The one that is kind of my favorite is Jess Morris, recorded in 1942 by John Lomax in Dallas, Texas. I think a lot of people based their versions on that. I went onto YouTube and found many versions, and then suddenly I found one that sounded really familiar. It was us. We'd forgotten that
Everybody's done it.
that we'd done it. People shoot you, in concert and put it on YouTube. That's what had happened. So it's a great old cowboy song, and Jess Morris said that he learned it from an African-American cowboy who was a former slave, a guy named Charlie Willis. So here it is, Old Paint. Oh yeah, I'm in a special tuning. This would be D, A, D, D, but my voice doesn't go that high, so it's C, G, C, C. And that's the type of tuning that Jess used on his fiddle. Farewell, fair ladies, I'm leaving Cheyenne. Farewell, fair ladies, I'm leaving Cheyenne. Goodbye, my little Donny, my pony won't stand. Goodbye, old Pete, I'm leaving Cheyenne. Goodbye, old Pete, I'm leaving Cheyenne. Paint's a good pony, and she paces when she can. In the middle of the ocean there grows a green tree, and I'll never prove false to the girl that loves me. Oh paint, I'm leaving Cheyenne. Goodbye, oh paint, I'm leaving Cheyenne. Oh paint's a good pony, and she paces when she can. We'll lay down our blankets on the green grassy ground, and the horses Little surprise there, we went into William Stepp's Bonaparte's Retreat, which a lot of people know as the main theme of Aaron Copland's Hoedown from the ballet Rodeo. It's also used in a meat commercial, beef commercial. Some of you might remember that.
You know, that tune always reminds me of a horse ride, a very fast horse ride. So it's kind of cool to put it right
Yeah.
after Old Paint.
We got this next song from Leadbelly, Hudie Ledbetter. It was recorded by Alan Lomax, and it's a great song for the times. He wrote it for the National Traffic Safety Council in the 40s. They didn't use it. But today, the message is really important. It's a song called Relax Your Mind. When you're driving in your automobile, keep your hands on that steering wheel. 'Cause sometimes you got to relax your mind. Your mind. Relax your mind. Relax your mind. It makes you feel so fine. Sometimes you've got to relax your mind, your mind. Now, when that light turns green, put your foot on the gasoline. 'Cause sometimes you got to relax your mind. Your mind, relax your mind, relax your mind. It makes you feel so fine sometimes. Sometimes you got to relax your mind, your mind. When the light turns blue, what in the world are you gonna do? 'Cause sometimes you've got to relax your mind, your mind. Relax your mind, relax your mind. It makes you feel so fine sometimes. Sometimes you got to relax your mind, your mind. Now when those lights go into that rapid oscillation, take out your license and registration. 'Cause sometimes you got to relax your mind, your mind. Relax your mind, relax your mind. It makes you feel so fine sometimes. Sometimes you've got to relax your mind. Your mind. We're going to play two fiddle tunes that we put together here. The first one is Frosty Mourning, a Henry Reed tune. Alan Jabor recorded Henry Reed in West Virginia. It's a great tune. Lots of fiddlers play it. And then a tune I wrote more recently. It's called The Wizard's Walk. The Wizard's Walk. It's a pleasure and an honor to get to record this tune, Ashokan Farewell, for the Library of Congress. After our music and dance camps at Ashokan in 1982, that would have been the third summer, I went home with a feeling of loss and longing, wanting to be back on that land with those people and around the music and the community. I was floating on a cloud of utopian euphoria for a while, but then when I came down off that, there was a sadness, and I picked up the fiddle, and this tune came out of it. And it was very personal for quite a while. But then we recorded it with our band Fiddle Fever, Molly and I, and that came out on an album in '84. Ken Burns, the filmmaker, heard that album, and based on his love of that tune, he had us start working on some of his earlier films. Eventually, this tune became the main theme, a theme that is heard throughout the Civil War series, one of his most important PBS specials. So we'll play it for you now. Hope it means something for you. Ashokan Farewell.
Thank you for listening today. We hope to see you at a future concert.
You can find our performance schedule or recordings and more at jandmolly.com. And you can learn about the Ashokan Center and Ashokan Music and Dance Camps at ASHOKANCENTER. That's ashokancenter.org.
And do check out the American Folklife Center website, where you can find an amazing collection of sound recordings to explore. www.loc.gov/folklife.